Nah, I got y'all fools this time. Hit it.
Hit it. Hit it. That's what I do. You did.
Yo YouTube, what's up? Today I'm about to be talking about the PS5, I'm about to be saying my thoughts on it. This video isn't a versus, if you guys think it is. It's not a versus. I'm not doing PS4 versus Xbox Series X. I'm doing that. I'm gonna do that at a later time, like probably in a week or so, in my next upload, because these videos are actually hard to make. Like, they actually take time, because I try to do them well, like try to get the right clips. Like, look at the clip you're watching right now, that came straight off the PS4, no editing, no nothing. This is raw PS4 footage that I'm putting as the gameplay, like from Call of Duty World War 2. That's the game, if you guys are wondering. Like, I'm gonna be saying my thoughts on this new PlayStation 5, because loads of YouTubers were live streaming. I was live streaming on Twitch. I'll plug my Twitch, YG David 2K on Twitch. I was streaming. I had like 5 of you guys in the stream. Like, most of you guys are watching other YouTubers, but it's fine. I tried, innit? Yeah, so this, as you can see, this game quality is like straight from the PS4, and it's good. Like, it looks good. It don't look bad. Like, I haven't done any editing. Like, look at the brightness setting. Like, it's normal. I haven't done anything different, and it still looks like still looks realistic. But this is nothing. Like, this is nothing compared to the new consoles. Sony have released specs on the PS5. I've already seen some. I'll tell you guys what the specs are. Like, the Xbox Series X is more powerful, but that's for a later video. I'm gonna try not to talk too much about the Xbox, because for some reason, whenever you bring up the PS4, or I mean the PS5, Xbox just comes into your head. And please allow me if I say PS4 too much in this video, because I don't know. Like, it's gonna be weird. Like, not saying PS4 anymore. I've gotten too used to it. Oh man. So for the specs on the PS4, we have an 8-core 3.5 GHz AMD Zen 2, which is what they have in PCs. Like, that's the PC clock speed. And there's 10.3 teraflop AMD, which is for the graphics and does have the ray tracing. I'll talk more about that later for you guys to really understand the technical side of it. And memory, 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM, which is the same as the Xbox, by the way. I think there should be more storage, but let me not get started on that. There's 825 gigabyte custom SSD. It's going to be in it, and it's going to be 8K support. I'll talk more about that later as well. And the backwards compatibility, which I'm going to talk about now. Yeah, almost all PS4 games are going to be they're going to be on the new PlayStation 5, but that's nothing compared to Microsoft. Because for Microsoft, all Xbox One games, like literally all of them, select Xbox 360 games that you can play on the Xbox One right now, and the original Xbox games from the first ever Xbox. Like, Xbox, like, they've done well. Microsoft have done well. Sony, it's only PS4 games. There's no further backwards compatibility, solely because of the fact that Sony are trying to get money. They're trying to convince you guys to buy their PlayStation Now streaming service, where you stream other video games, older ones. But that's kind of gone to shit, because they've taken out all the good games. You used to be able to buy GTA on there for pretty cheap, but they took that off. They took Red Dead Redemption off. They took Minecraft off. Like, there's no really good AAA titles unless you're into some of that like anime games type shit. But yeah, I don't think PlayStation Now's for me. I can do a whole review on that if you want, but I think they have one AAA title, and that's Rocket League, but I don't really rate that game that much anymore. I'm gonna talk about the resolution, because a lot of you guys don't understand this 8K support thing. In order for you to get 8K, you're gonna need a different monitor that can support 8K, but it's kind of a lie. Like, you can get up to 8K on the PS5, but it's not gonna be solid 8K the whole time. It's gonna drop down to 7K, 6K if like, you know, the game's not really graphically demanding. So it's gonna be like switching up. It's gonna be switching up and down all the time. So there's gonna be a new setting on PlayStation where you can optimize the max one on your lower tier console, which I think it's a good idea on Sony's half, but because most of us aren't gonna like buy some expensive ass console and then go and cop a new monitor just for that console, because, you know, it's kind of a waste of money when you already have a perfectly good monitor. And the setting will allow you to you know, have these sick graphics on your normal TV or monitor. But if you have some old ass box TV with no colors, then it's not gonna work at all. Like, you're gonna be still seeing worse frames than the PS4. So yeah, it's not really gonna help you out. But yeah, you don't really need to buy a new one just for it, which is nice from Sony, because normally they just want you to spend their money on shit stuff like PlayStation Now. And frame rate is something that a lot of you guys need to understand will be a big advantage in games. Frame rate is up to 120 FPS, same on Xbox. And did you notice how I said up to around 120 FPS? Because it's not actually gonna stay 100 FPS. Just like the 8K, it's gonna be dropping down. Like, it's gonna be dropping down sometimes. Like, if you're lagging and shit, it's gonna be dropping down. I don't think it'll drop down to 60. I think it will still maintain around 80 FPS, which is still better than the PS5. So there should be no problems there. But if we talk about compatibility towards the whole other console, then like there are going to be PS5 games that you can play on the PS4. Sony aren't forcing you to get the new console. Yeah, Sony aren't forcing you to get the new consoles, or you can stick to the old one, but it's going to be a big disadvantage. Like, it's still going to be sick, like it's still going to be awesome that you don't have to buy the new consoles, but you're going to be at a massive disadvantage. Like, imagine playing a game on 60 FPS whilst your friends are playing it, like, or opponents, or you're getting beaten by other people that are playing it on like 120 frames. It's like going against PC players in graphic heavy games. Like, you are going to be at a disadvantage. But I mean, if you don't really care about that stuff, and you think it's all skill, then, you know, you don't really need to upgrade, because some of the games are going to be compatible. Like the new Spider-Man game or Miles Morales game, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like cross-play. Like, it's gonna come out on the PS4, and you can use a disc. Like, you can use the same disc and put it into your PS5. I think that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be like no reviews on the PS5 because it ain't actually out yet. Like I said earlier, it's coming out holiday 2020. So it's close, but they haven't released an official price because they're waiting for Xbox to do it first. Because if Xbox is selling their console for what, £650, and Sony find out, they're gonna be selling it for cheaper. They're gonna sell it for 500, which means they're gonna get more sales, and the PS4 is gonna be more like, it's gonna be a cheaper console, so they're gonna have more sales. The memory's okay, like the memory's not that bad, but sorry for the noise in the background. It's the PS4, you know, like it can get kind of noisy sometimes, but you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, the next console that comes out is gonna be a lot more quiet, and stay quiet, because when you first got your PS4, it's silent and it's just a perfect console, but the longer you have it, the dust fills up, You try and clean it, but it still don't work. It ends up sounding like a vacuum or some jet engine. But yeah, that's all for this video. I'm gonna wrap it up now. If you want me to do another video on the Series X or make a PlayStation 5 versus Xbox Series X video in the future, I will do that. Just drop a comment and tell me which one you want. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys.